Just as every personality type has their own way of processing and navigating life, every type has specific preferences when it comes to how they receive love from others. For the extroverted feeling INFJ in particular, knowing how they prefer to be loved can seem complicated, but it all begins to make sense once they realize their proper love language and how to communicate these needs to others. Welcome, or welcome back, Psycho! Speaking of the often complicated INFJ love life, we'd like to take a moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, You're My Type. You're My Type is a global MBTI personality type-based app that allows you to accurately connect with potential friends and romantic partners from all around the world. The You're My Type compatibility app goes above and beyond the standard dating apps by utilizing personality type data, taking the guessing game out of finding genuine friendships and partnerships, anywhere, anytime. Simply start by answering a few simple questions to calculate your accurate personality type, and then complete a quick compatibility test to instantly find out your ideal match. Once your profile is complete, you'll instantly be directed towards thousands of like-minded people looking for a similar connection. With the option of finding local matches in your area or worldwide connections from anywhere around the world, the You're My Type app gives you the freedom to find ideal relations within a rapidly growing community, suitable for all introverts and extroverts alike. Not to mention, the app includes an exclusive MBTI community memes tab filled with hilarious personality type posts that every type can relate to. Available for both iOS and Android, you can easily download the app via the App Store or by using the links included in the description. Alright, let's get right into the video, starting with number 1, quality time. Out of the 5 love languages theorized by successful author and couples counselor Dr. Gary Chapman, the INFJ personality type tends to hold 2 specific love languages close to their hearts. The 5 love languages including words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch all have their place in this type's love standards. However, when it comes to quality time, most INFJs seem to see that as the most fulfilling way of showing them love. In fact, MBTI author Heidi Priebe conducted an online survey for each personality type to decipher which acts of love are most suitable, with quality time taking the top place at over 35% of INFJs choosing that as their most desirable love language. But is there an explanation behind this considerably noticeable preference in comparison to the other 4? Well, for the INFJ type in particular, quality time fills that innate craving for deep, meaningful interactions with other people. Especially when it comes to romance and family relations, spending quality and attentive time is a way for INFJs to feel important, and in a way, needed in that person's life. Despite their introverted and socially reluctant nature, spending quality time with the ones they love calms their subconscious fear of opening up only to be abandoned. It reassures them where the connection stands. This is mostly because INFJs need time to feel others' energies consistently in order to feel properly connected. Plus, INFJs are frequently misunderstood and tend to truly thrive when they get the sense that someone finally gets them. Using quality time to dive deeper into their inner world, and maybe even playing therapist here and there, is an automatic brownie point in the INFJ's book of love. Number 2, words of affirmation. With quality time taking the cake, the second love language that INFJs seem to value most comes in the form of words of affirmation. Similar to their need to feel important in someone's life, a key component of the INFJ's love preference comes with feeling appreciated. And with a special connection to metaphorical words and creative writing, there's no better way to show an INFJ just how amazing they are, other than simply noticing, acknowledging, and communicating that appreciation. Whether they're in need of a good pep talk to shake them out of their self-critical habits, an acknowledged appreciation of their efforts, a cheeky compliment, or a simple "I love you" can go a long way for this communicative type. On a deeper aspect, words of affirmation play right into the INFJ's cognitive functions as well. While quality time allows them the concentration to process the connection on a deep level, words of affirmation allow their secondary extroverted feeling function to easily conclude how the other person is feeling within the connection. This takes the guessing game and mind work out of this constant curiosity they carry within connection. Number 3. Physical touch. The third-placed love language of this study resulted in physical touch. To some people with this personality type who have yet to experience, probably can't fathom the thought of letting someone into their personal bubble. Empathetic and affectionate, the INFJ tends to hold a considerably cautious nature around physical touch. To put it simply, for the average person, INFJs will happily provide a listening ear, but will almost always draw the line at offering a literal shoulder to cry on. They try to avoid even the simplest of physical engagements, such as a greeted hug or a friendly pat on the back, if they don't know a person of a deep level. However, when it comes to deep and valued relationships, especially those of a romantic nature, the INFJ personality type may actually surprise themselves on just how much they value physical affection. Behind closed doors, this soft-hearted type loves to be cuddled and cared for, and more importantly, they experience the level of bonding they require in a connection when cuddling and caring for their romantic partner in return. Keep in mind, the key word here is behind closed doors. We can talk for all INFJs when we say PDA is out of the question. Number 4. Acts of service. While this specific love language comes in fourth place of the INFJ's most preferred, acts of service tend to be this type's preferred way of showing love over receiving it. Acts of service come in the form of cooking, cleaning, proactive planning, running errands, and doing the rather monotonous tasks of day-to-day life so that another person doesn't have to. As FJ types, one of the main ways this observant personality interacts with the world around them is by actively identifying and meeting the needs of others. While they don't necessarily strive for this people-pleasing attitude, there's nothing that fulfills the INFJ's heart more than serving the appreciative people around them. In terms of a romantic connection, this type will actually feel more in tune with the connection when they are able to provide something to their partner. However, like anyone, it's nice to have the favor returned every once in a while. Since the INFJ doesn't reserve this autopilot need to serve others for only the people they value, acts of service are even more so appreciated when they find a connection where there is an equal give and take of this energy. Someone they can both rely on and be relied upon without being taken advantage of for their giving nature. And last but not least, in the case of some INFJs, number 5, gifts. Coming in at last place with no surprise is the love language of gift giving. With sentimentality at the root of their loving connections, materialism holds little value to the INFJ personality type. In fact, when it comes to romantic gifts, INFJs tend to prefer a gift of a new experience where they can spend their much-valued quality time with their partner. Whether it's trying a new cuisine, going to see a concert, trying a new sport, travel, or anything in between. Making memories and fleeing their comfort zone with the support of another is far more desirable than receiving a new designer purse or the newest Nike sneakers. This lack of importance they place on materialistic gifts can actually cause some friction in connections where physical gift-giving is the partner's way of showing love. However, luckily, there are exceptions to this disinterest in material things. The INFJ will only fully appreciate a given gift under 3 conditions. 1. It was bought on a whim because it made someone think of them. 2. They've been talking about how useful an item would be in their lives. Or 3. They can sense the excitement in the gift giver, which alone will give that item the sentimental value they require. Well, psychos, that's it for today. So, which love language do you personally most relate to as an INFJ personality type? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a video.